In our modern world filled with towering skyscrapers and digital wonders, it is all too easy to forget the colossal achievements of those who came before us. Yet, scattered across the globe, lie testaments to human ingenuity that have weathered the relentless passage of millennia. Our journey begins here, on the Giza Plateau in Egypt, under the watchful gaze of the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Khufu. For nearly 4,000 years, it stood as the tallest man-made structure on Earth, a monumental tomb built with over 2 million stone blocks, some weighing as much as 80 tons. Consider this, its four faces are almost perfectly aligned with the four cardinal points of the compass. We travel now to the heart of a once mighty empire, to Rome, and to its most iconic symbol of power and spectacle, the Colosseum. Officially known as the Flavian Amphitheater, this immense arena could hold an estimated 50 to 80,000 spectators, a stage for gladiatorial contests, public spectacles, and dramatic reenactments. What is truly remarkable is its innovative use of Roman concrete, lime, volcanic ash, and water, making the material incredibly strong and versatile. Beneath the floor lay the hypogeum, a complex two-level machine of tunnels, cages, and lifts. From an arena of spectacle we journey to a fortification of staggering proportions, the Great Wall of China. This is not a single wall. Watchtowers, fortresses, ramparts, stretching for thousands of kilometers across rugged terrain. Including all branches, its official length is over 21,000 kilometers, built and rebuilt by millions, conscripted soldiers and commoners. Each watchtower could signal the next, smoke by day, fire by night, relaying warnings across vast distances and hours. A scar on the landscape written by generations of human toil. High in the Andes of Peru, shrouded in mist and mystery, lies a city lost to the outside world for centuries, Machu Picchu. Perched nearly 2,500 meters above sea level, its remote location was likely a royal estate or sacred site. The Incas mastered ashlar masonry, stones cut so precisely they fit without mortar. You sometimes cannot fit a knife blade between them. Advanced water management and terracing allowed agriculture on steep slopes and resilience to frequent earthquakes, stones that dance and settle back into place. A city in the clouds, united with sacred mountains. We now travel to the windswept Salisbury Plain in England, to a monument that has captivated the imagination for millennia, Stonehenge. Its construction began some 5,000 years ago and evolved over more than 1,000 years. Sarsens up to 30 tons came from 30 kilometers away, bluestones traced to the Preseli Hills 250 kilometers distant. Without the wheel, these stones were moved by sledges, boats, rollers, and then raised using mortise and tenon stone joints, a woodworking method applied to stone. Stonehenge is a precise astronomical observatory and calendar. Our journey takes us to Athens, the cradle of Western civilization, and to the crown jewel of the Acropolis, the Parthenon. Completed in 438 BC, it represents the culmination of the Doric order, harmony, proportion, and sculptural narrative. The stylobate curves upward, columns have a slight bulge, entasis, and they lean inward. These deliberate refinements correct optical distortion. The sculptural program, overseen by Phidias, integrated art and architecture into a civic and religious whole. A symphony in marble that has shaped Western architecture for millennia. We venture into a hidden canyon in southern Jordan, Petra, a city literally carved from rock. At the end of the Sikh, the treasury, Al-Khazna, appears, carved into the rose-red sandstone. Petra extends across a vast area. Hundreds of tombs, a Roman-style theater, colonnaded streets, and temples carved directly into cliffs. The Nabateans were master hydraulic engineers, dams, cisterns, and channels that harvested infrequent rainfall to sustain a thriving city. They transformed a sheer rock face into a living metropolis. In the south of France spans the Garden River, a monument not to a god or king but to water, the Pont du Gard. Built in the 1st century AD, it is part of a nearly 50-kilometer system that once fed Nemausus, modern Nimes. For centuries it supplied an estimated 40 million gallons a day, feeding baths, fountains, and homes. Constructed without mortar from precisely cut stones, its gradient over 50 kilometers falls only 17 meters, about 1 in 3,000, allowing gravity to do the work. A beautiful solution to a basic human need. Our penultimate destination is one of the most remote inhabited islands, Rapa Nui, Easter Island, home to the Moai. Nearly 1,000 monolithic figures line the island, average about 4 meters tall and 14 tons. Carved from compressed volcanic ash, tough, at Reno Raraku, the quarry holds hundreds of half-carved statues. How did they move them without wheels, draft animals, or metal tools? Theories include sledges, rollers, and a walking rocking method, a monumental effort that contributed to ecological collapse, a sobering tale of ambition and consequence. Our final wonder takes us to Istanbul, where East meets West, the Hagia Sophia, the Church of Holy Wisdom. Completed in 537 AD, its immense central dome created the largest enclosed interior space of its age. Architects Isidore of Miletus and Anthemius of Tralles employed pendentives, triangular segments that carried the dome's weight to 4 piers, leaving the nave vast and unobstructed. A ring of 40 windows floods the interior with light, making the dome appear to float, a theological and architectural statement of heavenly wisdom. Its influence echoes in domes the world over. As our journey concludes, we are left with a profound sense of humility and wonder. From the mathematical perfection of the Parthenon to the raw, enigmatic power of the Moai, these marvels are so much more than stone and mortar. They are the dreams, the beliefs, and the boundless ambitions of our ancestors made manifest. They remind us that with ingenuity, collaboration, and vision, the impossible can be achieved. These structures have survived empires, wars, and the relentless erosion of time. They root us in the long, extraordinary story of our species and inspire us to consider the legacy we will leave. Which of these colossal achievements captured your imagination the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe and join our community of explorers. We have many more stories of incredible human achievement to share with you. Thank you for joining us.